Delarite, my MVVs, welcome.
Royal heartbreak in the palace of the Oni of Ife, as you know, Oni of Ife abandoned Temitope's royal birthday dinner that was organized for two of them by Temitope's friends to go for Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo because of the Oyotunji trip. This is what we are hearing. That is if the information is correct. Delarite, my super people. It is not a small something, no. The halls of the Oni of Ife's palace were adorned with the most exquisite decorations, shimmering candles and floral arrangement fit for royalty. They said gospel, of course we do know who gospel is, had been looking forward to this special, evening, her birthday dinner, a romantic and intimate event carefully planned by her closest friend. They said it was her closest friend that planned this event. Hey, do you plan event for a monarch without telling them? They don't really have those kind of times now, and I want to believe that over time, this is not the first time we'll be hearing this. It's been happening in the palace. They said it was supposed to be a night of joy, laughter, and cherished memories, a rare moment for the Oni to celebrate her in a grand style. The palace chef had prepared an elaborate feast with the finest wines and delicacies laid out to impress the revered monarch. That's the Oni of Ife and his guests. Friends and well-wishers had gathered in anticipation, waiting for the Oni's arrival to honor his wife on that special day. Now, they said this whole drama happened yesterday, as we are hearing. Was it yesterday? But not today, as we are hearing. But the air of excitement soon turned to one of disappointment and heartbreak. The Oni, who had briefly appeared at the beginning of the event, received an urgent call without much explanation, excused himself. The guests watched in confusion as, the revered king abruptly left the dinner, his royal guard quickly following. Whispers spread like wildfire across the palace. Where was he going, and why was he leaving on such an important night? Okay? They say it didn't take too long before the truth surfaced. The Oni of Ife was on his way to Lagos to be with his wife, Olori Naomi, and their son, Tadenikawo. Report revealed that the king was making final preparation for an upcoming historic trip to Oyotunji, a Yoruba settlement in America, and he had chosen to spend his crucial time with Queen Naomi rather than with his other Oloris. As realization down, they said gospel could no longer hold back her emotion. Tears, welled out in her eyes as she tried to maintain composure in front of her guests. The humiliation was undeniable. Here she was, surrounded by friends and well-wishers, yet abandoned by the one person whose presence matters the most. Her best friend, who had meticulously planned the dinner to perfection, did her best to console her, but the damage had been done. Many of the guests were left in shock, struggling to understand why the Oni would live in such a dramatic fashion, especially on such a special day. For the other Oloris in the palace, this incident only fueled the already existing rumor that Queen Naomi still holds the deepest place in the heart of Oni despite everything. It seemed that the Oni remained devoted to her and their son, even at the cost of hurting other Oloris. Meanwhile, in Lagos, Queen Naomi and Prince Tadenikawo were reportedly in high spirit, preparing for their royal journey to Oyotunji. Sources close to to Queen Naomi claimed that Oni's visit was filled with warmth and laughter, further solidifying speculation that a reconciliation between them is imminent, and very, very soon, Queen Naomi is likely to be returning back into the palace of the Oni of Ife. Welcome back to my channel. It's again Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sources still and the royals. How How you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you. I share with all my people. If you yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. I love you guys. Still alright. I love you guys. I said gospel cried, oh, and cried and cried and cried. Okay, you know that this thing about them, it's not everybody that knows the disposition of the Oni of Ife and, this Oloris, right? And they only hear what, our kinds keep saying all over the place. But coming to see this firsthand was something that, did not go down well with her at all, because her friends were there, especially the ones who organized the party. They say it was such an embarrassing moment for gospel that she cried so much, because Oni of Ife, of course, you cannot question him now. You want to go and ask him where he's going. And besides, for me, I want to think that for those who would think that this is abnormal, they are abnormal, because he is king. King goes to wherever he wants to go to, and he is a Yoruba king, a traditional one. He can do as he pleases at every given point in time. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and I love you. I should not be seen as fact.